WizKids has been experimenting with the Pathfinder Battles distribution for a while now. For the last few booster sets, they presented them in pre-packaged boxes, so you knew exactly what you were getting. And now we have the Pathfinder Battles Build Your Army collection, starting with Fearsome Forces. There are 18 minis in this set, and this is a brick that contains 24 random booster boxes, 1 mini per box. So thanks to WizKids for sending this to us to review. I'm going to do a blind unboxing of this brick because that's always fun. So let's check out Fearsome Forces. Today's video is brought to you by Hit Point Press. The deck of many animated 5e reference cards can bring even more magic to your games, and they make fantastic gifts. Get animated spell cards, condition cards, or townsfolk NPCs. You can even get in-game items like the Deck of Illusions and the Deck of Many Things. Enhance your magic today by combining the animated Spellcraft Volume 1 deck from Hit Point Press with our free exclusive custom 5e spells at gallantgoblin.com/spellcraft. All right, let me go ahead and open up this little package here. So it looks like this is a little set that you can get to have in your game store. And you can open this little box up, and I'm probably not going to do it very well, in such a way that you can use it as a display case in your store to show off all these little boxes inside. But let's get it from this side too. There we go. And there you go. It's got a whole bunch of stuff in here. So we got, all these little boxes right here, if you can see that. So let's just put this off to the side, and we're going to go one at a time. There's 24 boxes in this little set. And yeah, they are really cute. They look like this. Oh, but they've got tape on them. So why don't you give me a second, and I'll cut the tape. All right, we're ready to go. Opening up the first box. Oh, it's got comes in a paper wrapping. And we are starting off with, pretty nice looking. This is 8 of 18, the Orc Brute. So I think some of the ideas for this is that these are supposed to be relatively common monsters that if you get duplicates of, you can certainly use them. So yeah, I mean, this is a nicely painted orc. Got some spears on his back. Yeah, I mean, it's a quite well painted one as well with the tusks and everything. So very nice. And I'm also curious to see if we're going to get all of the minis in this set. So let's see. Next up, we have... Oh, this is one of the cooler ones, probably. This is... So, I was about to say this is a gnoll, but it's not a gnoll, because in the remastered version of Pathfinder, the gnolls are called Kholos, and this is a Kholo Cultist. Now, yeah, so that's just the new name for gnolls. I think their general lore is about the same. They are a matriarchal society. They're cannibals. They're spiritualistic. They worship the bones of their ancestors and still communicate with them. And they are a playable race in Player Core 2. And this little cultist is very cool. Now, what you're going to notice is that... Oh, what number is this? It's number 7. All right, we're going in order. What you're going to notice about some of these minis is that they aren't really Monster Core... monsters. They're not found in the new Monster Core book over here. Some of them are, but not all of them. A lot of them are found in Bestiary 3 over here. So it looks like this might be one of those sets that was designed before the remaster project really was completed. Yeah, this is one of the cool ones that's also a little bit more esoteric. This is the Jorogumo, number 18 of 18. I don't know if there's any rarities in these or not. I guess we'll find out a little bit as we go through. This is a Bestiary 3 creature, and it featured in the Agents of Edgewatch adventure. They are humanoids who can sprout spider legs and turn into spiders, and some of them worship Norgorber. So an interesting addition to your games if you decide to use those. They're cool. Definitely a cool looking mini. Just not as common as orcs and goblins and the like. I believe all these are medium-sized creatures as well, but we'll find out. Next up, we have a Zombie Shambler, number 11. Yeah, that looks like a zombie. It kind of orcish color on it, but I think that's just this dying skin. Missing a shoe, so you know it's dead. Female, too, which is good. And yeah, got that dead look in the eyes. It's a very cool looking mini. It's well enough painted. And the Zombie Shamblers are basically your regular zombies. They're level -1. They're permanently slowed. They can't use reactions. And Monster Core over here actually gives you some zombie abilities that you can hand out to individual creatures to make each one of these a little bit different. So like they can have a rotting aura, or they can have an ability to gain health by eating corpses, or they can have resistance to all damage types. So you have a few options to make these creatures even more interesting in your battle. And this is number 11 of 18. All right, so I don't really have a good system for organizing these over here, but we're going to figure it out as we go. Next up, we have... So, yes, this is a Kasa Obake. And if you think that it looks rather like an umbrella mimic, you would be right. A Kasa Obake is based on Japanese yokai. Kasa actually means umbrella in Japanese, and this is another Bestiary 3 creature. They're umbrella folk, and they're not evil. They like wordplay, they like puns, they like not fighting people. But they do like to stay out late at night and watch what's going on. So sometimes if you're in the middle of a murder investigation and you want to find out maybe something that happened in the night, if you can go find one of these guys, they may be outside hiding and just watching what's going on, and you can go interview them about what happened. But just have some good puns in mind when you go talk to them to get them on your side. Next up we have... this is the Kholo Cultist again. This is another one of the new Gnolls, the Kholos. So yeah, we got a duplicate already. Grady mentioned to me as well that a lot of these feature in the Tianja books and adventures. So if you are playing those, I mean, certainly a yokai creature will show up in Tianja. So if you are playing that adventure, this is definitely a good set to maybe pick up as we go through. Next on our list, ooh, all caught up in the paper. That's a Skeletal Mage, number 13. So yeah, very cool. When you have the bones of a skeleton, the bones of a spellcaster, and you raise it as a skeleton, if you're very, very talented as a necromancer, you can raise a skeleton that can cast offensive spells. So yeah, another cool one. One that you can use as, you know, an undead army. So very cool. And, oh, these two are stuck together. And then let's keep on trucking. And keep all these boxes together over here. Speaking of skeletons, that's cool. This is a Harpy Skeleton. Number 14. Yeah, look at it's a skeleton with wings, essentially, which looks very cool. And these are also they don't have a stat block in Monster Core, but you can certainly find them from old editions. And yeah, holding a little mace, or a little club as well. So yeah, that's a cool one. So you can put that together here with your Skeletal Mage, and we'll see if there's other skeletons in this set to really expand your skeleton army. Alright, so not too many duplicates just yet. Cool. Yep, here is a Nagaji Soldier. So the Nagaji are featured in Bestiary 3. They have a humanoid body and a serpentine head, and they're created by the Naga goddess when she wanted to create a race of creatures that would respect and worship the Naga. So yeah, a very cool looking creature here. Bow and arrow on the back, spear in hand. Again, nicely painted, tongue sticking out like your average serpent would. Coming up next. Ooh, let's see if I can get this open. So far, they've been coming in pretty good condition, too. I was worried that the lack of a plastic packaging would make them a little bit more bent, but so far we're in good shape. Here we have another Kholo, the Kholo Sergeant, number 6. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He's a little bit monocolored. His armor does have a sheen to it, but a lot of it kind of blends together with his fur. I kind of wish it was a little bit lighter because it kind of just all goes together. He's got an earring in one ear. Yeah, cool. And in the Monster Core book, these are your hunt leaders. So if you are playing Monster Core, you can certainly grab the stat blocks for these guys. So, you know, we're sticking to themes here. We've got a couple of different Kholo minis, which is good. Next up. This is a Noseratu Overlord, number 16. I love the staff with the gem embedded into it that you can see through the fingers. Yeah, so this is another Bestiary 3 creature. These are just really powerful vampires. I think they're level 15 creatures. So again, kind of in the undead set. We're going to put them here with our zombie and our skeletons. It's a good looking figure. We're getting the higher numbers first, which makes me think that maybe, you know, it doesn't get more rare as you go up. Maybe they're all about the same. Oh, this is an Iruxi. This is the Iruxi Scout. Oh, that's very cool. You know, these are your lizard folk. And I like the Iruxi lore in Pathfinder a lot more than I do in D&D, you know. These are the star-worshipping, spiritual lizard folk that are far more interesting than just your generic monsters that they are in D&D. This is the scouts. So the scouts are the ones that your party's going to encounter more often. They're out wandering in the wilderness. They're gathering information. They have sneak attack abilities. They have hidden movement. And this one has a blow dart. So yeah, a nice light blue color, which I like. I think we got it. This is number 2 as well. I think we got a couple of Iruxi in this set. All right, we're halfway done. Next up on our list, we got a pile of boxes over here. It looks like another Iruxi to me. This is the Iruxi Defender number 1. The green Iruxi. It's a nice one with a shield that's cobbled together with ropes and boards. Nicely detailed armor. This is a nice one. I mean, these are nicely painted. I will give them that. They are a little bit more expensive than your regular single mini, I think. But at least they are nicely painted. Yeah, the defenders are the lizard folks who stick close to home. They defend the warrens. They protect the colony. And they only defend because they have to. They're not necessarily bloodlusty kind of creatures. Here we have a Serpentfolk Venom collar. That is cool as well. Yeah, the Serpentfolk, these are featured in the Strength of Thousands adventures. And they are also in Monster Core. If you're looking it up in Monster Core, you won't find Serpentfolk Venom collar listed as a stat block. They're called the Zis Serpentfolk. And they are the ruling class, and they have magical abilities. So, very cool. But I think you'll find the stat block in the Strength of Thousands adventure, actually. Alright, so number 3 over there. We've got our new cat over here exploring everything that he can get his hands on. We'll see how this goes. I'm flirting with the idea of naming him Snarf, but we haven't settled on it because he makes all these cute little noises as he wanders around. That's cool. This is a Skeletal Champion. Yeah, so these are the skeletons who, when they are raised, they retain a lot more of their intelligence and their cunning. Uh-oh, here he comes. Than your average skeleton. So he is nicely decked out with a shield and a full armor set and a long sword. Hey, Snarf. Decided not to knock over my minis, which is nice of him. Number 12, so we'll add him to our skeleton collection. This little Snarf cat wants to play with everything in the house. And if he is not playing, he is not happy. So he is just constantly on the lookout for toys. Oh, he's just chilling out right now, so that's all right. He's just going to roll around on my battle mat, which is all right. All right, we're getting into a lot more repeats now. This is a Kholo Sergeant again. Looks good. Where are my Kholos? Oh, no, there he goes. I knew it was inevitable. But have we had a Kholo Sergeant? Yeah, we did. He's over here. All right, Snarf, I'm going to have to... What are you doing? May have to put you downstairs for a minute. All right. Why don't I take little Snarf here? Thank you, Grady. There he is. Hi, Snarf. Say goodbye, Snarf. Okay, I took a moment to put Snarf downstairs, and I organized our minis in front of us so we can see exactly what we're getting. So we're only missing 3 at this point. We still have quite a few boxes left. And this is one of the ones we were missing. This is number 9. This is the Lifeleecher Brawler. So these are also creatures from Bestiary 3. These are Mortic orcs. If you're not familiar with the term Mortic, it's the creatures that have to do with the undead in some way. And so the rumor is that these are possessed by the spirits of fallen orcs, and they can drain the life essence to heal themselves in battle. So they are feared, but also respected. So I believe, let's see, this is number 11. This is number 8, 9, 10. Oh, is he 11? Did I count wrong? What did I say it was? No, 9. So she is number 9. So right there. Alright, so we nearly have one of all of them. Next up, start putting these on the ground. Yeah, that's another new one. That is a Hobgoblin. I know my Hobgoblin. God, that's a crazy looking helmet. Nice shield and armor, though. These Hobgoblins are so cool. This is number 10, the Hobgoblin Soldier. I wish we got more goblins and hobgoblins in this set, to be honest with you. But that's just my preferences, because I think they're so cool looking. And I like goblins. So slot him right in there. We're only missing number 4 at this point. So let's see what we get. And not a ton of repeats. Alright. And I think this is probably it. No, number 17 of 18. I guess I was missing something. This is the Omox. These are slime demons. These are the level 12 demon creatures who are born from the souls of people who like to litter and dump toxic waste into your rivers. You can see the skeletons and the skulls all in this little ooze creature. It's a very cool looking mini. I do like it. Number 17 of 18. So wait, are you number 18? I think you are. Okay, so you're 18. I had Oops. I had misorganized there a little bit. So there we go. Glad I caught that. Next up, we have... Ooh, this may be the one we're missing. Yeah, number 4, the Serpentfolk Granitescale. Oh, you can see it, too. So this is the Serpentfolk that... okay, so the Serpentfolk in general, first of all, are a civilization, an ancient civilization from the Darklands, and this is a civilization that has since fallen. So they're not as great as they once were, but they still have a civilization in the Darklands. They have a lot of mutations about them, and the Granitescale ones have much hardier scales, and they will sometimes shed these scales, as snakes do, and then they'll attach them to their spears, and so they make a rattling sound as they wander around, and they use that to scare away foes. And you can see the kind of the granite-looking scales on this creature. It doesn't have anything attached to a spear, unfortunately. But that is the last single that we were missing there. So presumably these last 4 should be some duplicates, unless I have majorly miscounted. Yeah, here we go. Another Serpentfolk Venom color, number 3. Still a good-looking creature with a nice little scythe. Put him there. We haven't gotten any triple duplicates, though. And here we have another Orc. The Orc Brute, number 8. I'm going to put you right there. And 2 more. Get you out of here. We have another, of that Granitescale Serpentfolk over here. So it does look like we're getting more duplicates of the lower numbers. Oh, which makes me think maybe they are more common. Maybe there's like commons and uncommons. But let's see what this last one is. Yeah, so this is our Nagaji Soldier number 5. So definitely got... Where's number 5? Yeah, right there. So yeah, we got duplicates of creatures 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, if I count correctly. So an interesting distribution there. I'd be curious to look at other people doing unboxings of these to see if that remains consistent. Let's move this little thing out of the way. But yeah, a brick of these like this with 24 minis is going to be available sometime this summer, maybe around September, for 130 to 140 bucks. A single random booster box with a single mini like this looks like it's going to be about 5 to 6 bucks. So maybe a little bit more expensive than I would have liked. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. At least they're pretty good looking minis, and I think all of them are pretty usable. There's some more common creatures, but there's also some more interesting demons and monsters and powerful creatures that I think you can have a lot of fun with. Also, be sure to check out some of the great 5e content from our sponsor Hit Point Press, including Heckna, one of the best 5e adventures that I've read in a long time. We'll have more on that one pretty soon here. You can also find us on social media at one of the sites over here. For now, though, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.